Hi again. Today we are going to be talking about citations and Noodle tools and how to get started on adding our citations from our databases or our websites right into our Noodle tools accounts. And I'm starting off on the class link page because there's a couple different ways that we can get to Noodle tools. We can go into our class link on our Chromebook, sign in with your Google account, and there is a Noodle Tools app right here on the ClassLink page. If we are opening up from our public policy resource page that I've made, under citations, there is a guide for Noodle Tools for you to look at, but there's also a link for Noodle Tools here as well. And when you see the sign in form, you're going to want to click on Google and join in right with your Google account. Once you've logged in, if you haven't used Noodle Tools before, you will see a blank page. And the reason for that is I've already made a bunch of lists for bibliography pages, but if you haven't made any projects yet, you'll see a blank page. And what you're going to do when you first log in is you're going to select this new project button and you're going to type in the name of your project title. And so for us, most likely you would type in public policy. If you want to write your topic as well, that's fine. And then you are going to make sure you're on MLA. You're going to click on junior or advanced. Either one is fine. We'll do junior just for this example. And you're going to click on submit. And now you are into your Noodle tools. And you can see there's a dashboard. This is where you can decide if you want to share your project with other students. So if you're collaborating and you want to all add sources to the same exact page, you click on add students and you would enter your classmates' email address here. And when you click on done, it would add them as a full collaborator. So that's something that we can consider. Today we're just going to learn how to use Noodle tools. So when we click on sources here at the top, we'll see that for this particular page we have no sources yet. And we're going to go back to our databases and go into, for example, opposing viewpoints. That's one of the ones we discussed is most helpful for CIA. And we are going to look up a sample article. So I was using capital punishment as my example in class. You will, of course, be already have probably a bunch of articles either saved in your drive or you'll be referencing them right from here. If you are in the database itself, you will be looking at articles, reading through, and say, for example, you find one that you decide you want to definitely add into your Noodle Tools page. You really like it. It's going to be something that you're going to cite in your project. So at the very bottom of the article, you will select your source citation as MLA 8th edition. You will see that the citation is right here already. And you're going to click Export to Noodle Tools. You've got your project all set up. You're going to take a look here, make sure that it looks the way you want it. You're going to select your project. So I'm selecting public policy because that's the place I want it to go. And we're going to click on import reference. It says one reference successfully imported into our project. So when we look and we refresh our page, we should see the citation right here, and we do. And there it is. If you are already grabbing a citation from an article that you have in your drive and you're opening up that article from your drive, you may see the source citation at the bottom. You're not going to see this export to Noodle Tools because you're not in the actual database. So what you will do is you will copy the citation at the bottom of your page. And when you go into your Noodle Tools, you will select New Source. You will select Database, Original Content, and there's a quick copy and paste a citation option at the top. What you will then do is paste that citation right into the box, click on Save, and there we go. Two different ways of adding in the same citation. And one of them is using the database itself. One of them is actually when you find it in your drive and you've got the citation that you want to copy and paste. And we're back in Noodle Tools under the dashboard. We've added some sources to our page, as we can see here again if I click on the source tab. But we're back under dashboard, and say for example, as I said earlier, we want to add a student in because this is a collaborative project and we want to share our resources, and we also want people to be able to add resources to the same list. I would click on add students. I would enter in my colleague or my student collaborator's email address for school, and I click on done. And now you can see that I am part of the list as a full collaborator, and my friend here with their email address is a full collaborator as well. If we want to remove anyone, we can just click this garbage can, and that is a really easy way for you to share your resources in a group project. So now when your friend logs in and they go under their dashboard, they should see the public policy list underneath their Noodle Tools account. If you have any questions on that, of course, let me know. One final note, when we're under sources and we are ready to go with our paper and we finished our resources, maybe um, we need to email a copy of it or we need to print a copy of our list. We're going to go to the top under print export. We can export to Word, we can export to Google Docs. If you're going to be putting this in a presentation, what you may want to do is print or export to Google Docs, and then just copy and paste that list right onto the slide on the last page of your presentation. So here we go. That is our final works cited page. And we also, of course, have the option to email as well as print if we need to print in paper, but we likely will not need to do that. So that's it as far as an introduction for Noodle Tools. There's a lot more to the program, but that is where we're going to stop for now.